Got a sword for you today, Japanese Wakizashi. I purchased this sword from a company called Handmade Sword. This is the very first item I've ever gotten from them. I just wanted to try it out, see what their quality is like. They have a large assortment of Japanese swords that they sell on Amazon. Alright, that's Handmade Sword. Now this particular sword, I believe it was just called the Samurai Wakizashi. They didn't really have any special name for it, but you'll find it. Look at their storefront. Now the blade length of this particular sword is at 20 3/4 inches, right? And the handle length is 9 3/4. All right, so this is one of those Wakizashis that's a two-handed as opposed to one-handed handle length, which I like. The weight on this sword, 1 pound 7 ounces. And it does have good thickness. I'll show you that. All right, but first let's just do a little bit of cutting. I have a little audience. There's a cat in the neighbor's yard gonna watch me do some cutting. There he goes. All right, little cutting with his sword, which I got from Handmade Sword Company. Pretty nice blade. Nice. Alright, there you go. Like most Wakizashis, very fast in hand. That's what I love about the Wakizashi design. Now the steel on this is 1080 high carbon steel, and it is hand sharpened. At least according to Handmade Swords, these are all hand sharpened or hand finished on Japanese whetstones. Alright, and the handle is genuine Rayskin. Alright, and I believe that's a cotton wrap. The wrap is done right. And the saya or scabbard, it's just traditional wood with black lacquer. Oh, and excuse any noise. You know how we roll here, okay? This is, backyard, everyday guy type of reviews. Let me show you some close-ups of this sword because it looks damn nice. All right, here's the handle of the sword. Like I said, the wrap is done right. It stayed in place very well while cutting. See the ornate end cap there. Like I said, the handle, it's almost 10 inches in length. Nice two-handed design. Look at the guard. Fairly unique, at least to me. One of the reasons why I chose this sword out of, the 20 or more they have, I like the unique look of that guard. And it is very solidly constructed. It feels like quality. This was about $250, including the shipping. And here is the blade itself. Right now, this is more than 1/4 inch thick at the spine. Like I said, very strong and sturdy. All right, and it has this fuller. I believe that's called a bowhide. I could be wrong, but in Western swords, it's just called a fuller. That groove right there. The reason they have that is because this sword is so thick. If they didn't have that fuller, it would just be very heavy and it would be unbalanced. It wouldn't have the right balance. All right, so great functional design there. And you can see, like I said, they do the edge by hand. And let me show you a close-up of the kasaki, the tip of the Japanese sword. There you go. What can I say? I mean, it's high polish. It's freaking, it's a thing of beauty. I mean, that's why I love Japanese swords. I like other countries' swords too, don't get me wrong, and that's beautiful there. Alright, now one thing that I think I should mention about this sword, it's not the best design as far as if you're doing like cutting targets, competition cutting, or just backyard cutting. I know that's super popular now, so I know a lot of people might be considering swords for that use. Alright, and the thing about this design, like I said, it's so wide at the spine, and then it is fairly narrow in that dimension. So what that means is that the angle, right, the angle that the geometry of the grinds on each side come together to form the actual edge, that's a wider angle than would be ideal for, you know, competition cutting. Basically, you know, it's not as good at slicing through a container or a target as swords with other geometry. Alright, so it might not be the best for competition cutting, but as far as an actual, you know, the historical use, weapon use, it would be devastating. Just for comparison, here I have my Chinese Mountain Guardian Wakizashi, and I just want you to see the difference in how wide this is. This is a competition cutter. It's specially designed to be extra heavy, extra wide, and the geometry to make it cut easily. And you can see the difference in how wide. Alright, so if you're just interested in cutting, you know, you might want to stay away from this and get like a specially designed cutting sword. Alright, but on the other hand, if you're interested in doing, let's say, practicing martial techniques, or you just want, you know, a pretty awesome sword, yeah, and you can cut with this. I mean, you saw that. It's just, you know, it might not cut as easily as this crazy thing, but still a lot of fun. You killed my father. Prepare to die. No, kidding. Alright, you two. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed seeing this cool sword. I was pleased with the sword, so I probably will continue to look at the line from Handmade Swords, and I probably will pick up more from this company in the future. And I also must say their shipping was quick, and the packaging of this sword was excellent. It came in a round container. Their shipping and packaging was perfect. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out.